Hey, how you doing, Taurus? How you doing? This is another reading. Hope you guys are good. Let's get into it. Don't forget to check out some star signs in your birth chart to see which ones are going to resonate with your reading today. Possibly you might have a star sign that needs to give you information that you more are spiritually in tune with, in regards to whatever's in your birth chart that you feel like you're more connected to today, whether it's your sun sign or a different star sign, like a moon sign, a rising sign, a Venus sign, whatsoever. It says you've got good news. However, blessings are on its way to you. And it says, no wonder you've been stressed, because there's a lot going on for you, Taurus. But there is things going on around you that you will see or not see. But it says you're going to have better news with that, as the time has come for you to pay attention to the things that are happening around you. But it also warns you that Leo's energy is going to clarify things for you. It's going to give you good news, but you have to warn yourself to wait patiently until October for you to get all the reap and sow benefit of it. So you've got very good outcomes with situations, but you just have to allow yourself to be given an opportunity to move past things. Okay. It says you may not see an outcome right away, but you will have good news overall with your time spent on your money. Now, you've endured a lot, and it says many of you can't even compare to whatever it is that Scorpio has been going through, because they've been going through too much more than you've ever been given in life through Christ, God, the universe, spirit, ether, ancestors, many times over things that they may even endure through marriage, karma that comes to them through wedding plans, or even things that they know they could have through partnerships, relationships, or even frenemies, friendships, whatever. It says they know that they're going through it a hell of a lot, but they also want to warn you that you're invited into their lifespan to see something that's going to happen for you overall in a good way. There's a guidance system that they value of yours right now, and it could be to trust the universe that Scorpio energy is going to provide good news for Taurus if Taurus can show me how to work with them on things that I need. Now it says, Taurus energy, yours is not too bad right now compared to some that would punish Scorpio for even looking in. But it says yours will give them clarity about how to give them good news in regards to relationships, in regards to working on marriages, in regards to wisdom and knowledge that will give them clarification about things that they may see that they have to settle with inside themselves, because they see that you're a good omen when it comes to good things that could prosper for a long time, like things that they want to take serious in their life. They know they need to use your ideas or your wisdom, your knowledge, or your spiritual outcomes, or even your spiritual realm as an advantage to them to have better news. Hence why they are Scorpio for a reason, and you two are opposite star signs. You can give and receive with their energy. It says you do know you can use Scorpio for negative news or positive news, depending on what the situation is. And you also realize you've got time to speak about it in your own way if you want to personally give yourself better outcomes one day, instead of the wrath that you gave them many times over 2 years ago, or maybe less, maybe a year ago. However, it says you gave them bad news, and they're punishing their minds away from that to see better outcomes. So they'll use your energy instead of giving you karma, because right now they're ready to persecute anybody that comes their way in bad omens or bad energy. But they're ready to use who's going to be there to be used for a blessed outcome, because they deserve to have blessings in their lives. And a lot of them are speaking of this in a way that they can communicate good news through their mindset, their tongue, they're liked, they're followed, they're subscribed, or they're even riddled in things that they feel like, well, there's bad news there, and I have to find my way out of it. So I need to look into your realm to see what wisdom is there, or what I can find out, or what I could know to get myself out of the bad omens in my life. Okay, that doesn't mean that I like you all the time. Okay, but it says you too as well, Taurus. You might not like Scorpio all the time, but right now you have endured a lot in your mind, so you don't mind allowing them to take a peek at you a little bit, just to get over whatever it is that they need to get over. And it says anytime that they see something from your lifestyle, they might use it target it or even troll it a little bit just to get good news, but they wouldn't want to hurt you. And if they do hurt you through looking in or even trying to partner up with you or trying to seek your soul for revenge for certain people in that realm or anywhere in life, any realm, any star sign, it could be that they're looking for revenge for whatever things that you may have done to them directly. It says not because of things that happened on a spiritual level where you're not communicating that it had to happen through your energy directly as an individual person that is Taurus, but mostly through the spiritual energies that were beating them down last year or the year before that had punished them for things that they were going through in life. And it says it's not your fault either. For some of you guys that have witnessed this and you're like, well, why is it that Taurus's energy is punishing Scorpios and I haven't done anything as a Taurus directly to them? It says it's not your fault. God had to use your energy field to punish them through the ethers, through the universe. Okay, it's not your fault. You may not understand everything, but God has to work in mysterious ways to get things done. Okay. Now, it says sometimes you may not have noticed Scorpios there, but they're there ready and waiting for your room to open up again, as a portal may close or open in their favor for them. But it says good news is coming through their mindset about things that they need to see. However, it says they may not need you all the time, so don't worry about it. Okay, it's just that you've got to go through spiritual understanding just like they have to. And it says karma comes to them. If they don't want to hear everything, then they've got to hear it in another way, because they're being warned about something right now, but it says it's not very clear to them about what they're being warned. So that's the part that really, really messes up life. Sometimes when you can't get to hear, what is it that I have to do to move past this struggle? It says your answers are in Leo for them. They will find that out when they get there. But right now they have to deal with your mindset in a way that punishments can stop burdening you. Okay, so you may not get a curse like the way they got cursed, but it says they know why they got cursed in a year from now, or probably not so much right now, but in a couple of weeks to a month. It might start slowly revealing itself, or it might come full throttle on how it comes about. Okay, so yeah. So it says you have beautiful news in your mind right now about things that you want to change or even bless yourself with, or maybe even give yourself good news about the way you speak, the way you word things, or the way you sort things out. Okay. And it says not really so much to help you, but to help other people. And it says sometimes other people need your existence for things to help them pass the problems that they're going through, because yours is Taurus energy, which is also education and spiritual work and guidance system. It also helps with Scorpio's energy to transgress or transgenderize or even transfer whatever wisdom they have in the spirit into reality. Because Scorpio's energy is connected to ghosts. Ghosts always need to translate their energies in some way, that they need to speak it in your language or speak it in a way that people can understand. Because sometimes it's riddled in tongues and it can't always come through in a way that people can understand. Hence why the word tongues is there, because it comes out in some type of, karmic value to the person that understands it in their spirit, but not in words like the way we use A, B, C, D to pronounce each letters that we need to use into context of putting out words. Okay. And it says, no wonder you're in a spiritual warfare right now with Scorpio, in your system, not in reality, but in your system. And it says, those of you that want to know that you're in spiritual warfare, you're going to proceed with caution, because you will get backlash. It's only that you should know that you're in spiritual warfare through the ethers that are going to guide you through the war, not with your mind and your heart wanting it, but through your spirit that has to go through it, because it's karma. It's not your fault that you have to. It's just one of those phases that you have to go through right now through life. But it says you're not going to speak about it much in the spiritual realms as we move forward, because it says there's time for you to tease your mind about it. Maybe even feel like, you've been struggling a little bit to understand what's going on. But it says right now you're going to coexist with Scorpio's energy again to pass through, things that will happen in your mind throughout the winter, or maybe even right now as you try to transition with the coupons giving you an answer. It says there's cornucopia energy that is there. but it's coming into your realm for a reason. It says it's not always going to be there for you to understand. You're giving out gifts. You're not giving out gifts directly, but spirit is trying to pass gifts through your star sign to give to other people in other ways, like in other star signs. But it says they're not always going to believe everything that you've got to give through those energies, because there's demons and spirits in those rooms that are trying to pass out gifts. That's also ancestors of people. That's also people punishing people. That's also demons and goblins and ghosts and spirits and angels and all kind of different things that are trying to come through the energy to give out different kind of curses and blessings and things. But it says you have to be the answer to people's prayers, almost like you're being used as a tool to beat people right now, or to punish them, or to bless them, or to curse them, or to encourage them, or to give them anything. So you're being used as the vessel for what we call God, or maybe not so much God, because it's not coming from God, it's coming from the spiritual realms that are holding these spiritual beings, not God, but the spiritual beings, okay, that are trying to pass that information and blessings. Hence why you're also the ruler of the church, where Scorpio's energy resides through spirits, because spirits also is in the mindset of yours in the church where we pray to God. Hence why Scorpio also relates to spirit or God like energy, or God even. And it has to come through in some way, because they're being whipped right now by spirits. It says their realm has to open up a portal for you all to see that blessings are going to come about. But it says it's like when this portal comes about, it's not going to be easy for everyone to fit through that one portal. So it has to be stretched. It has to be burdened in a way where it's going to be bursted open, like a huge amount of money flooding in to the universe, but it's not really money, it's spirits. Almost like there is a CERN awakening. Okay, so if you ever heard about what CERN is, or you understand what the hell CERN is, for some of you guys that are spooked by this, okay, because there is CERN opening right now for you all to see what's going on in the universe. It's a big pothole in the universe, a huge amount of energy wave coming in. It could even relate to demons coming out of that thing, the devil, or even special needs energy, which is, I know I could have a disabled child, and it's not for everybody, so don't get spooked, don't get worried, but some people could come into existence with bloodline problems, okay, because of that CERN. There's things in that portal you would not understand. There's demons and devils that understand it, but you just don't. And you're not really meant to, unless you've been invited in for whatever reason, through your ancestors, through your aunts and uncles, through people that know you spiritually on a different level that have to go there, okay? Even if they're spiritual guides. And maybe even through God, there could be like a positive invitation through God sometimes, directly to say, all right, I'm taking you on so you can have a look. Okay. Sometimes karma can come from that directly, because God even knows, like, we're not supposed to go there. Okay. Let them all play about with that energy. But I've put it there for a reason. And I'm not going to allow you all to see what's going on, but I've put it there for some of you to perish. So if God is inviting you there, God has to make you perish, or God is assigning you to become an angel in the realm of God's realm, where you're going to go there one day and see that blessings could come for you to be assigned a duty. But you have to see ahead of time. Okay, so some of you guys are going to get blessings, some of you guys are going to get curses from the situation that's happening with the CERN energy that's opening. And it says you all will understand what CERN is one day. If you don't know already, by the media, by things that are going on online, go and do your research if you want to. If not, then you might just find out one day. If you don't understand, you don't understand. It is what it is. Those who know, know. And those that don't know, it is what it is. You just won't know. But it says right now, CERN energy is open for you all to see that portals can come to an end, or they could come into existence, because there's other portals that might have to close to let the CERN energy open, as it pulls back a veil to pass through many things that have to come through that realm. So other portals that may be good to you might close. And it's sad, really, because you need certain portals to be open with certain good energy, or like the real cornucopia energy, which is the positive energy of cornucopia through God, that has to come in a way that it gives you blessings, thanks, praise be to God in a way that it's like, oh my gosh, I received a blessing from God. Oh my God, I didn't know I was gonna get that. It's sad that those things have to come to an end for a little while. Before it does, you might get a warning from your spiritual guides, your angel guides, ancestors, whatever. Maybe even church messages, because the pastor knows how to prophesize. He or she knows how to prophesize in a way that you will hear things, or even announce yourself in that mindset where it's like you've been having premonitions in your mind, or you've been having lucid dreams, or you've been going into your mind about things, like you've been having like lucid thinking, or sitting down and having daydreams about things, and things are coming into your mind and you realize, oh yeah, that's what the pastor said. Okay, or that's what the church member said, or someone in a spiritual outcome or atmosphere. Okay, or maybe, whatever spiritual teachings you get from whoever it is, your spiritual guidance system, people around you that are very spiritual and understand spiritual wisdom. It says you're going to understand things very soon through that nature. But you will go through portals that are going to have better news than some, because some people are not going to make it through this realm. It's almost like a new door is opening. It's almost like a bad okie dokie, or a bad kind of like, put on your driving force and make your way through. If you make it out alive, then toodles to you. Good luck. If you don't, then I'm sorry you didn't make it. And it's sad because it's almost like a new era is awakening for us. With the pandemic that passed recently, it could open up a portal for another one, or may even seem like we're going through one without even being on lockdown. Like we're going through another situation again. However, it says not to get yourself too worked up about the situation. Allow yourself to breathe and have fun. Make sure you see yourself in fun outcomes and atmospheres. Make sure you see yourself in good news. Make sure you see that you are probably going to be better off than some, because it's going to show you this in another week or two, Taurus. When some people are going down and out, ideally Scorpio is not going to be going out and down with some of those people that want them to. They're going to be hanging on to your energy. And it says you can't even fight them off even if you don't like them. So don't try and be mean. Okay, for some of you guys that really don't like Scorpio, but there's people that do love Scorpio. Okay, and you could be one of them, but there's other situations that they need to help you with, and they could really, really help you with those outcomes. So they're not going to bore you. They're not going to be narcissistic. They're not going to be evil. They may come in with enemies sometimes, but not all the time. And they may not even target you. It could be a friend around you, a family member around you, or a person around you that they have war with, and it's personal. It's not for you to get involved with or for you to play with. It's very much to do with them and the personal things they're going through in their life. So don't worry about it. And it says everything that works out in your favor works out in your favor. However, it says you've got good news with your love life. That part is working out for you. You've got very good news with your work. That part is working out for you. And anything that you've changed in your life overall in the last couple of weeks, it says those things are going to be working in your favor too. However, it says, don't worry, things are going to change in the next 2 weeks to a month about things that you never knew could happen, because Scorpio also wants to know that they can stand by you ahead of time. They're going to be with you for a long time in your realm to see what adjustments do I have to make sure good news comes to me. I'm not going to waver from this because I need you, Taurus. And it's like their energy is speaking volumes about needing you, even in the tongue. Like they could speak about it in real time. Like, what's going on with you, Scorpio? Well, I'm a Scorpio, as you know, and I look into astrology, and I also look into card readings and divination and spiritual things, and I'm looking at Taurus right now, and I want them to know that I'm enjoying their energy in a way that I can practice good karma from their realm, because I'm looking at things that are there, and it's helping me pass nervousness, it's helping me pass problems, it's even helping me to stay a steady flow of things that I need to do, and I'm holding on to them, and I'm not going to let go. I do know that there's evil demons there sometimes, but I don't believe it's going to get me because I've worked on things, and if I have to curse out anyone that's going to come in my way, I will do so. But I trust the energy right now because God has shown me a pathway to you to have better news with my life. So I'm going to stay steady and make sure I work on those things in good news. Okay, maybe even make some friends along the way, because the thing is with your energy, it knows how to tame things there, like the Leo's energy would show. It's taming things. Yours is more practical in a way where it needs people to be there, like a community. It needs people to be there, like there's justice. It needs people to be there, like it's got a building structure full of members of that community. Being in that building is necessary, and all the jobs that are there and all the things that are there and everything that's happening there is necessary. It's a building structure that has to have all those people in it. or community that has to. Okay, so it's trying to use your energy for building structures, intentional work, and it's a beautiful thing. It's not a bad thing at all. They can make things come about for you too in that way, because their energy has been showing you for years. How did you think you did it? You needed my spiritual guidance system to help you. You needed enemies and energy from people's brains and spirits to help you. You needed those people, but those people are not dead. Um they're physically capable and alive. And you got them through my energy, Scorpio. I was the one that helped you through everything. But now they come to take back some of that energy, not in a way that they're giving you karma because you're not going to be left with anything, but because they need your energy to stabilize things that they're trying to achieve in their own life. And it's not a bad thing. So they're using that energy as a portal to gift themselves and to be gifted through God, which said, "Yep, I'm going to allow you to do this. Good luck. Go on your journey and make sure you have blessings. I've got tools to give you. I've got things to give you that are going to help you to proceed with caution, but also to give you good news so that you can structure your life in a better way." And it says Scorpio doesn't know it yet, but they've got blessings to come for years ahead like this. They should have been doing this years ago. However, it absolutely has to come when the time is right. It couldn't have come 2 years ago when your energy was targeting them for war. And it's like the war that you was targeting them for was a reason before you even was born came about. It's like it's that old. It was before Jesus times. It was before Noah's Ark. It was before Adam and Eve times, honey. And it says, do you know that these people don't even understand why they had to go through it? And it's so sad that they're going through the ending times of it now. But it says there's a war in the skies. There's a war in the universe. There's a war in the heavens, in the earth. There's a war in the realms above. But it had to trash Scorpio's energy to get past some things. And it's sad that they had to go through it and may still be going through it, some of them, but they have to go through it for whatever reason. God says it's got to happen. And it may not happen again. Thank God for those of you that love a Scorpio and can communicate this to them right now, or even teach them to watch your reading, or even listen to you right now while you preach whatever you've learned spiritually to tell them. It's going to be a blessing to them because they don't deserve to go through this. Many of them, maybe a handful might, but not all of them. As God does proceed with caution and does forgive and does give opportunities to people, even bad people. Okay? You will learn that through biblical teachings and why, the reasons why. Okay? It says you've got to understand what happens to people over time, but you'll never really understand that until you know why. Okay? So if God reveals it, or you revisit certain things that might come about to help you when the time comes and it's time to be revealed, but you may not have time to watch it, but it comes about and then you're like, all right, I'm going to go back and listen to why, because you're just curious. It will come about. You'll hear things. Okay. It does say spiritually there's a nudge right now coming into existence. It says, why are you not talking to me? I want to hear from you. I know that you're there. Some of you guys could be getting a nudge from the universe or a personal hater or traitor. It says even from a man that doesn't want to know he's ignored, but he feels your energy so strongly right now. And he's thinking, what the hell's going on with you? He's thinking, what the hell's going on with you, Taurus? And why are you speaking about Scorpio so much? Because that could be the reason why. There is people on their path that want to see them targeted. It's not your realm this time, it's someone else's. Could be about 2 or 3 of them that want Scorpio targeted for things. Now it says, do you know that this person doesn't know how to come back and speak to you directly if this person's not on your mind today? But they could want to come to you for Scorpio, or to you directly to know about your whereabouts with Scorpio, or just to know what you know about yourself and then riddle you to see how close they can get to Scorpio. It says, don't let them in. Those of you that let them in, you're going to be punished. So just warning, FYI. But those of you that know how to keep this a secret with whatever Scorpio's got going on, blessings upon blessings are coming to you, because you have to keep this secret for reasons beyond your control. That they're in your realm learning things and getting along with you, or getting along with energies that you need them to get along with to help you pass the situation and to help yourself past the situation, because they know what they're doing. You see, riddlers will always be riddlers. Scorpios can be very good at riddling things, and they won't always allow you to see everything that they're doing. So when they said they're helping you just because you helped them. And that's it. That's all you need to know. But you have to keep whatever it is private with whatever it is that you've noticed about them. Okay? So just be careful about the Scorpio energy because it can backfire in karma with you and your stake on the head. But it says, don't worry. God's got your back to take care of you through their energy because they don't want to harm you. Scorpios want to love you and take care of your mind, okay? And that's genuine. That really do want to take care of your mind. They're not trying to harm you. So anyway, passionate giving is there to be given to you in the next week or two from the time that you spend alone in your mind about things in your room. You may want to give a partnership to someone or even love them or see that they're not ready yet. It says gorgeous hair, gorgeous nails, gorgeous clothes, gorgeous this, gorgeous that. You may have all those things or you see someone with that and you want to give it to them. Like maybe even tell them off for something that they did, but you want to passionately give them love making sessions. Or maybe even say, you know what, you look so stunning. I want to take you out and date you. Or maybe you just want to give them some time in their mind to think about whether they like you enough. Do they fancy you? Do they think you're sexy? Do they think you're very regal, in fact, about things? Or even very much in your mind about, wow, look at her, look at him. And it's Scorpio as well that wants to see you in that way, because the thing is with Taurus, they don't realize who they are at times. You guys feel like you're stiff or your energy is dark, or it can be very much spirited in war, but indirect war. And it's like, yeah, I know who I am, but I don't want to hurt you. But really, you want to go after someone and harm them. It says be gentle with yourself, as Taurus energy is going to come into your mindset in that way again, where Scorpio will teach you how to be more loving, caring, kind in a special way, spiritually, verbally, mentally, and alluring to the opposite of sex, because Scorpios rules the planet over sex, lovemaking, sensuality, gift giving, and loving nature. Like they have a loving nature about them at times when they really know they can be loving. Okay, Taurus has that, but not as well as Scorpio can dress it up. Okay, so Scorpio's energy will practice good karma on you to give you certain gifts back in return for things that they're taking from your realm. And they would like you to know that you need to bless yourself by dressing your hair, your makeup, your clothes down a little bit, but not too far up if you want to maintain a good outcome with your person. So don't over slut it up, honey. For some of you guys that want to dress real slutty, and some of you guys that want to look like a whore, sorry to say it like that, but it's coming out the way it's coming out. And it says you guys need to tone it down just a little bit. Classy but sexy. You know, even if you're showing a little bit of skin, show that little bit of skin, but try to tone it up or make yourself look sexy, not slutty. There's a difference. The word of the day is sexy for you guys, okay? Try to look it up in a way that it's classy though, and go and do some research on it because it's going to be blessed for you. It says, now you need to know what's going on with the realm of Scorpio and what's going on with their partnerships. You can also help them to regard things in a way that they have not done before, but passionately, because you need help in those areas too. You need passion. So you will give passion, you will receive passion, and you will get passion. But you also have to realize that times will change your mind about things in a way that you can see partnerships. So don't try to bash them, insult them, bruise them, judge them, or even look at where you can communicate changing their mind about things without their consent, because karma will be there. They need space to heal. Okay. And it says in any outcome, you will see blessings come to your life through their life if you can always give yourself good news through your mindset. Okay, because Scorpio is going to help you with these things a lot, but you've got to see blessings come, Taurus, and they warn you, don't be mad about it. Try to give yourself good news and try to warn yourself that blessings are going to come through their energy and many times over through their lifespan if you work on things with them, because your partnerships with whoever, whatever star sign, it doesn't matter, you are going to get good news. Okay, so take this into your mind, put it in your pipe and smoke it, as some might say. But also, blessings are coming to you on the next 2 weeks to a month from now on a Friday. So watch out for that. 2 weeks from now on a Friday. Okay. And you'll see that something has changed in your life, especially with money and relationships. Like, word on the street is Scorpio has helped you bag a relationship that's not worrying you no more. You're not stressed about it no more. You're giving yourself good news about it because the person's reciprocating your mind. Your control in their mindset is not bad. It's like summertime now is coming and you feel good about yourself. But it says sometimes you feel in control, or you feel lack of control, or you feel like they're controlling you or you're controlled. You're going to get better news overall with your love life, and Scorpio is going to help you with that, Taurus. Believe you me, you're going to enjoy it. So take care. I will speak to you soon. I will leave you with that note, and I will speak to you in your next read. Okay, Taurus, ciao for now. Bye. Speak to you soon.